I think the biggest problem with your old patio was that it couldn't hold furniture well. Like there wasn't really spaces or anything like that.
Right.
So yeah, whenever we try to design, we try to add, I don't know if you remember, the design had furniture on it, I think.
I think we had two options. One was circular and one was rectangular, and they were messy.
We try to make sure there's space for all the furniture you want, and there's comfortability to move around. This is how you guys wanted to entertain, right?
It is, exactly how we had it. Yeah. But that was perfect because, you know, we brought up, you know, hey, we want to have a long table like this one so we have a place to sit. Here's the, you know, relaxing area. Here's if we have people over to watch a Bears game, you could sit around the bar, you know? So you guys took in all of our, here's kind of what we want, and you guys were able to make it flow exactly how it is now.
Well, and when you want to entertain, you have to have multiple spaces because not everyone's talking at once. So having a couple different spaces that you can move between that are all connected, I feel like is super important if you're going to have a larger gathering, because everyone's here on the patio, but people are over by the fire table, at the dining table, at the bar watching the game.
We can make the kids go way over there, and then we can hang out over here. Yeah.
Gotta have a kid space.
Well, grilling is, you know, can sometimes be difficult while hosting too. So I remember we talked about that, like which way do you want your grill to face? You know, if people walk in this way, it could be, you know, it'll be up while you're facing out the window.
100%. It has to be close to the kitchen because you don't have everything out here. You go back and forth all the time. But also, you don't want to be on an island by yourself. You're trying to entertain and have a good time.
I forgot about all that, yeah. But that's where your guys' expertise come in, because if you talk to a different contractor, where do you want the grill? You want it over there? Sure, we'll put it over there, right? But you were able to explain, hey, here's why you would want it over by the kitchen, you know, because of X, Y, and Z. Which for us, you know, at the time, we wouldn't have, you don't know what you don't know, right? And you guys were able to explain, here's why people do it this way, you know?
And that's why we always start with the design process, because anyone can say, yeah, I can do that for you. But how do we make this fit your lifestyle, fit how you want to entertain? And I mean, even when you're just with the family, it makes sense. It's right here. Yeah, that's an important part of the design process.
Yeah. And the minor details of like what you talked about, you know, flowing. You know, like every usable space you guys were able to use. You know, right there, we didn't have anything before, and you guys were able to do all the landscaping, the hardscape, the flowers, the bushes, all that sort of stuff that at the time we probably would have just been like, it's dead space. But you guys were able to make something of a dead space.
I can't tell you how many people come to me and say, I want this, they have an idea already, or someone else drew something. I want this 1,000 square foot patio. And I'm like, you don't need 1,000 square feet. You need like 550 square feet, well designed.
Right.
That's all you need. And that, I mean, first of all, that cuts your costs in half. Now you got more money for the TV that comes out of the bar.
Right.
But it's just so much more, like the whole idea is to make this feel like an interior space, an extension of your house. You come outside, it's comfortable, just like your house is well thought out. You want to come out here and feel comfortable and feel like it makes sense and it was well thought out. And you don't just need 1,000 square feet of patio to have the furniture you want. You need something that makes sense for how you want to entertain, what your plans are. That's what we always try to accomplish. I think we accomplished it with this one.
I think you guys did too. And just yesterday we had one of our friends were like, oh, that's so neat. You got the lights on the bar and complimenting different aspects of what you guys did, you know, and he's like, I got to do something like that. You know, so that's exactly what we wanted. We want something that's, you know, people are like, hey, that's cool. That's different. You know, it's not just your standard cookie cutter backyard. And you guys definitely accomplished that. And now we get the compliments and they ask who did it, and boom,
the best compliment we can get is the referral. Like, I mean, it makes it so much easier because people have heard from you. This is how the process was. It felt good. It was easy. It made sense. And call AM Woodland. And
right.
I mean, we just talked about a referral you guys gave us. They were here on your patio, and we did their backyard. I'm pretty sure they've referred us already too.
Yeah. See,
awesome.
People helping people right there.
That's how I've grown the whole business.
Yeah.
That's awesome.